Hello everyone, welcome to the Power Punch. In One Punch Man we know that Saitama is the most powerful hero in this universe and God is the villain who presents the greatest threat to the hero. Although God cannot manifest himself in physical form to face Saitama, he may be trying to create someone capable of surpassing him. In today's video we will talk about the possibility that God is trying to find a person capable of withstanding all of his power, making him as powerful as Saitama, an identical but evil clone of the most powerful hero in this universe. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to receive all updates about the world of heroes and monsters. And if you're ready to uncover the secrets behind the disaster-level god monsters, just keep watching. So, without further ado, let's step into the world full of challenges, titanic powers, and the eternal battle between heroes and monsters. Guys, in the complex and chaotic world of heroes and villains in which we live, the existence of powerful and mysterious entities always generates intriguing speculations and theories. The story of God, an entity who seemingly grants extraordinary powers and abilities, raises fascinating questions about his true motives and intentions. An intriguing theory circulating among the works community is the possibility that God is trying to create someone as powerful as Saitama, but with sinister intentions. Imagine a scenario in which God is secretly committed to forming a being as immensely powerful as the legendary Saitama, however, with a very different purpose. While Saitama is known for his altruism and responsible use of his powers, this hypothetical evil clone could represent a limitless force of destruction. The idea behind this theory is that God, perhaps unhappy with humanity and seeing it as a plague, could be planning to create a being that has the same overwhelming power as Saitama, however, with a predisposition towards chaos and destruction. This being, unlike the calm and compassionate hero that is Saitama, could use his strength to subjugate and manipulate, spreading chaos and disorder wherever he goes. However, to achieve this goal, God would have to find someone with incredible potential and possibly corrupt or shape them in a specific way. He could be testing countless people through his mysterious cubes, looking for that individual who possesses not only physical strength, but also a strategic mind and a lack of moral scruples. God's search for a being as powerful as Saitama becomes even more sinister when we consider the possible ramifications. If he is, in fact, creating an evil clone with evil intentions, it could lead to an epic confrontation between Saitama and this supposed clone of his, a battle that would transcend all others seen in the world of One Punch Man. Imagine, then, that this being created by God acquires not only Saitama's unparalleled strength, but also superior intelligence and a deep understanding of how to use his powers to manipulate and subjugate. He could become an existential threat not just to the heroes, but to all of humanity and, possibly, planet Earth itself. The heroes we know and love, including Saitama, would have to join forces in ways never seen before. They would face not only an incredibly powerful enemy, but also someone who understands their weaknesses, as he is based on Saitama himself. It would be a battle not just of strength, but also of strategy, morality, and emotional endurance. Furthermore, this theory raises fascinating questions about the nature of this being created with the same powers as Saitama. If this evil clone was created by God for evil purposes, to what extent would he be responsible for his actions? Would he have a choice, or would he be doomed to follow the evil designs of his creator? This leads us to a deep reflection on what this being's desires could be. Because as we saw, God tried to manipulate Garo in order to make him overcome Saitama. Although initially appearing to be working, Garo was managing to reach great levels of power and approaching Saitama's power. However, just like Garo, Saitama was also managing to constantly evolve in this fight, becoming an evolution that Garo was never able to achieve. Because he was extremely frustrated, the human part of Garo began to reject God's control, taking over the body's actions and acting on his own desires. The question of whether it is possible to change the nature of such a powerful being, an entity created with malevolent intentions, becomes something complex to deduce. If Saitama somehow managed to make his evil clone follow the path of good, the caped hero would have to play the role of a mentor so that this being could remain in control. In this scenario, Saitama would find himself facing a very difficult task, teaching morality and empathy to a being that was designed for destruction, that was created with the intention of being the antithesis of what Saitama represents. It would be a challenge not only of physical skills, but also a test of his patience, compassion, and skills as a mentor. Imagine the intense conversations between Saitama and his evil clone, where he would try to teach a sense of ethics and responsibility. It would be an emotional journey for both of them, as Saitama would try to show the clone that there's more to life than simply power and destruction, that true strength lies in protecting and helping others. However, this journey would not be easy. The evil clone would face constant internal struggles, while Saitama would try to guide him along the hero's path. And as this narrative unfolds, the threat of imminent destruction would hang over them, as the evil clone would still be an incredibly powerful force, capable of triggering a catastrophe that could affect not just the hero's world, but the entire known universe. Saitama would not only have to fight a powerful physical enemy, but also time. He would have to act quickly to help his clone find a way to resist God's control before it is too late, before the cataclysmic battle between the two threatens to destroy everything we know. And so, the story would unfold in a race against time, as Saitama becomes not only the most powerful hero in the universe, but also a kind of teacher for someone other than Genos, giving Saitama another reason to live. It would be an epic and exciting narrative, full of surprising twists, exploring the limits of power, morality, and the capacity for change. And in the end, it could offer a powerful message about the strength of the human spirit and the unwavering belief in the potential for redemption, even in the darkest hearts. If Saitama is unable to change his mind, a major confrontation between them will take place, a battle that could even destroy the entire universe. In this epic confrontation between Saitama and his evil clone, great destruction across the universe would form as the fight took place. As the battle intensifies, the evil clone would demonstrate not only unparalleled power, but also cunning and strategy superior to Saitama's. Because, as we know, Saitama isn't much for using his intelligence during a confrontation, giving this newest enemy a great advantage. Meanwhile, Saitama, although physically superior, would struggle to not only surpass his clone, but also penetrate his mind. He would try to reach the human parts of the clone, the parts that are still susceptible to change, compassion, and understanding. As the battle unfolds, the surrounding heroes, who could somehow help in this fight, would also come together to try to contain the threat. After all, the potential destruction that the evil clone represents is a threat to the entire world of heroes and humanity in general. The narrative would explore the internal conflict of the evil clone, God's intentions, and Saitama's attempts to try to get his enemy to free himself from the control of the entity known as God. We could see flashes of memories of his creation, of God's actions, and of the dark reasons behind his existence. This would add depth to the character and even allow for some opportunity for Saitama to fight God personally. The way in which this confrontation would end, in a way, would greatly impact the work of One Punch Man. This great confrontation against someone as powerful as him would make Saitama able to once again feel the great joy of fighting against a challenging enemy that he also has an inability to resist his powerful punches. The story's ending could lead to a deeper understanding of God's nature and motivations, as well as shed light on the true purpose of the evil clone's existence. This would open the door for future explorations into power, morality, and the nature of redemption in the One Punch Man universe. This narrative would explore complex themes, such as the nature of goodness and evil, the potential for change, the power of empathy, and God's true ambitions for human beings. It would be a very interesting and exciting arc to follow, seeing Saitama's evolution as someone capable of saving people not only physically, but also mentally. If you enjoyed this exploration and want to continue unraveling the secrets of the One Punch Man universe, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new content. Share with your friends so they can join us on this journey too. And if you have more topics, theories, or characters you'd like to explore, feel free to leave them in the comments. I love receiving your feedback and knowing what you'd like to see on the channel. Thank you very much for sticking around until the end and for being a part of this community of fans who value the depth of stories and the excitement of battles in One Punch Man. Until next time, heroes.